What is up, everybody? It's CJ Plays here, and I'm back with another Rosewood Park renovation video. So the house that we're going to be furnishing today is called the Yellow Peony. It is a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, and like I said in the last video, y'all, we only have a couple more houses to furnish, which is kind of wild when you think about it. Like I said in the last video, I'm a little bit sad because we're almost done. I don't know, we're gonna have to find a different world or something to do. I don't know. I really want to make my own custom world one day, so I have to really try to get on that because it'll be kind of fun to make a world and make lots and stuff. But anyway, moving back on to this house though. So like I said, this is a 5-bedroom, 3-bedroom house. The only houses left in this world, except for one of them, are super big houses. So I chose this one because this one wasn't as big as the other one. So I was like, we could just go ahead and knock this one out right now. So we're starting off in the kitchen, and I know that I wanted to make this house a little bit more older, I would say. It's not a brand new type of house. I feel like this house is kind of old. The family that moved here moved in some years ago. They kind of remodeled some things, but they kind of kept the wallpaper the same, the flooring the same, so that's why it looks a little bit distressed and stuff. Also, a lot of y'all have been asking me where the floor comes from. So this world comes with a lot of custom content. A lot of the floors that you see me use do come from the world. I do not know the exact name of them. However, I would just say, even if you don't want to get the world itself, just download the world because it comes with the CC, and then you can just look through the files and just figure out what floor it is. I could not tell you, I have no idea, but I just know that it comes with the world itself. Also, you'll see that I'm using these into the future rugs down here. So these are the triangular piece rugs. If you don't know, these are actually planter boxes in a way. So you could, if you wanted to, plant things on those rugs and it would grow, but I always just use them as actual rugs. But there's triangle pieces, so if you put them together they kind of make a square, and if you put more pieces together it makes a rectangle. So I use that in the kitchen because I had never used it before. I also knew that I wanted this house to be kind of nautical themed because, again, we are on an island. I know I have a lot of nautical themed houses in this world, but this is just be another one, okay? Listen, I wanted this to be a beach cottage or something like that. I don't know. I'm also adding a little computer desk down here by the entryway. Also, I had to go into the game before I started building just to make sure that these stairs would work, because the stairs and the doors are right there to each other, and I was like, that's not gonna work. So I play tested it and it does work, so I'm happy about that. I didn't have to move anything, but I do need to go back, however, and change up some of the houses. So if you've been looking at the playlist, if you didn't know, there is a playlist of all of the renovations. Some of them are build with me videos, some of them are just speed furnishings like this one, but you'll notice that a lot of those builds have ladders, custom content ladders, and I don't know why, but I always thought that those worked for the houses, a normal ladder would, but no, they don't work. They're just decor. So now I have to go back to all the other houses and replace all of them with actual ladders from the game, But moving on over here though, this is the living room. So I wanted to kind of break up some of the blue. There's a lot of blue everywhere in this house, but I wanted at least one room to not really fall really heavily into the blue color scheme. So I had this be the living room, and I'm also using the chairs from the pets pack. I also got some new store content recently from the Hughesman set. I finally have everything in that set. I am so happy though, because I only had a couple sim points, and what happened was the whole set went on sale. So since I already had most of the set when it went on sale and it was discounted, I was able to get the rest of it for free. So that's where the coffee table comes from in this room. I'm also putting up a bookshelf in here, some plants in the corner. I used that really nice nautical picture from Island Paradise, and I really wanted to put a record player down in here, but I was like, there is no space for it. So unfortunately there wasn't one. This is me right now trying to find a lamp or something to kind of put in the corner. I really wanted to use by debug lights, but I felt like it made the house too bright, so I didn't use it. So I ended up just using the light from the pets pack. You'll see later on that I did replace all of the lights in here with the ones I think from the Ambitions pack. But moving on, this is the first bedroom. So this is where the grandparents will sleep, because I feel there's a set of parents, a set of grandparents, a kid, a teenager, and a baby. So this is a really big beach cottagey generation styled house, I would say. So I feel the grandparents live downstairs just because it's easier for them to get around. They don't have to keep going up and downstairs. There's also a half bathroom down here. I knew I wanted their room to kind of be more practical, so I put up a couple of nightstands, a dresser. I used that big painting from the Seasons pack. I thought it looked really cool in here. And that's pretty much everything for this bedroom. I just knew that I wanted this one to be downstairs and a little bit more practical, There is a downstairs bathroom that I literally almost forgot about. You'll see I have to go right back downstairs to edit it. It's so small, so I decided to make this into a half bathroom. So there is a shower, and there's also a toilet in here, and I use both of them from the Master Suite Stuff pack, and I also like recolored the floor a little bit. You know, that way, you know, if the grandparents don't want to go upstairs, they can still take a shower and use the bathroom, and they can always wash their hands in the kitchen. So it's kind of like everything is kind of like right there for them, you know. I did go back and add an accent wall in the bathroom as well, but moving on upstairs, I decided to just do the other bathroom up here first since it was like right there. So it's very similar in the sense that it uses like the same wallpaper, the same flooring, even like the same brick accent wall. However, I ended up using the shower tub combo from the base game, and then I ended up using one of the sinks from the store. I forgot what set. I think it's like the Regal set, I want to say, but I ended up using that sink in here. Then I also used a base game toilet, and then of course I did go back and I recolored everything in here as well. I think I swapped the accent wall to be like behind the sink and stuff. I thought that looked a little bit better. And then I also finished up the room with that base game mirror, and then I also used one of those small circular base game rugs, which is funny enough, I never used to like that rug, but I've been using it more lately, and I think it like is really nice for small spaces. Also, you might have seen that I used the toilet paper roll from Late Night. If you don't know, if you hold down the Alt button, you can raise and lower the toilet paper in the game. I learned that from Concat, which I'll leave her channel link down below. Concat, I know you might be watching this, so hi. Yeah, but I learned that from watching one of her videos, and I was like, that is so cool. But moving on, we are over here in the first bedroom. So this is where the teen sim is going to sleep. I feel like this sim is probably gonna like age up soon to like move out, but I did make sure to give them a really nice bed from the base game. I gave them a computer desk. I used the ones from the seasons pack, and then I also gave them a base game nightstand, and I used like the same lamp that's on the computer desk over here. Maybe they have like a matching set. I didn't really want to put too much in this room. I didn't want to make this room like inaccessible, so I ended up putting a really big base game rug, which again, I think that's like the best rug in the game, honestly. As opposed to like the other rugs in the game, you can actually recolor this one. A lot of the rugs, especially from the store, they may be like the perfect size, but you can like recolor them, but you can't change the design on it. So for example, you see how this rug has like the stripes and stuff? For a store content rug, I would not be able to change the stripes. I would only be able to like recolor them, and that's not always what I want. So I think that's like the best rug. But moving on, we are over here in the nursery. So since this room is like really small, I know I wanted this one to be the nursery, so I use the crib from the store. I forgot what set. I think it's like one of the nursery sets. I also used that rocking chair. It's like a nautical style one, and I don't think that I've ever used it for anything. And I was like, since this is like a nautical styled house, we'll just use it in here. I also put up a little life preserve in here. I also put a nice circular rug. I love using this lamp for nurseries lately, and I thought it looked really cool in here. And I also used the changing table, and I ended up putting that big octopus picture from the Generations pack. I ended up putting that one in here too, because I kind of felt like it kind of fit the theme of like nautical bedroom, you know. I did, however, go back and add the treasure chest, which is like a toy box from the base game, and I ended up putting that in here as well. But that's pretty much like everything for the nursery, you know. It's not super big or anything like that, but I thought it looked so cute. And moving on, we are in the kids room. So I know that I had to use the boat bed from the Generations pack because, you know, this is a nautical house, so obviously I had to use it. I also used like the little toy box from the Supernatural pack, and then I also found like this animal themed activity table. It's like store content, but I thought it would like look really cool in here because there's like a penguin and polar bear swatch. So I was like, you know what, they swim in the water, we'll put that in here as well. I also use the bookshelf. I think that one comes from the seasons pack. I also found that surfer lamp that has like a bite out of it, so I also put that one in here as well. I changed the wallpaper to have like boats and stuff in here, and then I was really inspired by the swatch of the bed. It's like a red and blue and brown, so I was like, we can kind of like play around with that color scheme. It kind of matches in with the wallpaper too, so a lot of the stuff like the bookshelf in here, the activity table. I also put like a chair. It comes from the Atomic set. I found like one of the little chairs and I put it in the corner just so the kid could have somewhere to sit down. But that's pretty much like everything for the kids room. And then moving on, this is the parents bedroom. So I used the bed from the seasons pack. I also paired it up with the nightstands from the Island Paradise pack, and then I found this really nice contemporary dresser. So I was like, I have to use that in here to kind of put it in like that little angled corner piece. I also used a rug from the base game, and then I ended up like changing the colors of everything in here. I think I went for stripes for the bed, I want to say, just to kind of play into that nautical vibe. I also was able to squeeze in a desk, so I used the one from the base game. I also put like one of those custom content chairs. If you're wondering where I got that chair from, it's custom content. Again, it comes with the world. And then I noticed a little bit after I was doing all this that this room has like a little nook space, so I was like, oh, we could definitely try to put a bookshelf in the nook space. But then I realized that this room has like a empty section and I couldn't fill it in. What it is this section is like where the stairs have to go. So I ended up playing around with the wallpaper a little bit just to kind of fix it. So as you can see, this bookshelf didn't really make a lot of sense. So I used like one of the vertical ones from the base game and it fit really perfectly in this little nook area. So I ended up putting that there. I used a lamp from Island Paradise, I want to say. And then I was going to try to squeeze a chair beside it, but I wanted to make sure that a sim could at least get to the bookshelf. So I used one of these little base game chairs and I recolored it to be white. And then I like kind of placed it over here by the dresser. I feel like a sim should still be able to use both of those because I kind of moved it a little bit. And then last but not least, this bedroom also has an ensuite. So I kind of did the same thing. I used like the same wallpaper, the same floor. I used the same brick backsplash. I also used the shower from the Master Suite stuff pack. And I also paired it up with the matching toilet and the matching sink. But that's pretty much everything for the entire build. I'll see y'all next week. We're gonna go ahead and tackle another one of those big houses. But if you did enjoy this video and you liked it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. If you want to download it, I will leave it linked down below. I know some of y'all have been saying that you've been having issues downloading the worlds, but fear not, when I'm finished with everything, I will leave the save file, so you don't even have to install anything. You just get the world and get the save file, and then you'll be good to go. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this one, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye! Thanks for watching!